Hello guys and welcome to the seventh aspect. My name is Siggi and I'm joined by Kari.
Thanks for joining us. It's great to have you here on another episode of the Showcase Showdown.
Yep, we can see that from the previous episode that Hera Syndulla advanced into the bracket to face Sabine. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the decks, Kari?
Absolutely. So we have a Sabine deck here by Michael Carlock. Recently did really well in a competition. A pretty standard Sabine deck, fast aggro, and the Hera deck that we saw last time from Bobby Sapphire over at KTOD.
Yep, the Sabine deck was the highest placed Sabine deck after Swiss in the Florida 5K.
Let's play Unlimited.
So here we are at the gaming table. I am throwing the chance cube and it comes up red. For me, I think literally every time someone throws the chance cube, he gets his color.
Been pretty crazy how that's happening. I guess we'll see if it happens in the future.
Yep. A
Maybe
very
it's
quick mulligan for me, a horrible hand, and I was not rewarded with a better one. Well, probably a better one, but I don't have a turn one play, and against Sabine that can be hurtful. My hope
absolutely.
my hope is here that I can take the initiative. I hope you play a space unit and I can ECL the Star Weapon into it.
And as bad as your mulligan was, my starting hand was fine. I had a nice curve, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Sabine's pretty happy right now. And I didn't go space. I played Sabine and did some damage to bases. In the previous episode, Siggy, I played Hera into your Jin, and now you got a chance to run Hera. How do you think she's gonna do?
I wonder if she's fast enough with this mulligan, but I decide to ECL the Battlefield Marine and taking out Sabine. I think it's the right play to try to stall you as long as I can. I think I have a little better late game than you.
It certainly feels bad for me as a Sabine player. You've ECL'd the Battlefield Marine, you've taken out my unit, and the Battlefield Marine is still on the board and will potentially do 3 damage every turn until I get rid of him. So it feels like a strong play for me anyway.
Yeah.
Ping another damage to each base with Sabine's ability, and then we go into the next turn here.
Yeah, out comes Kanan. I don't have a way to deal with your freedom fighters quite yet. And you decide to go for base.
Yeah, I'd need to start doing Sabine things and throw some aggro into base. So I do the freedom fighters. You also hit some damage to base here, and as K2 is a red card, I can ping another damage to base from freedom fighters. So
Yep.
Kanan seems like a strong play. I think K2 is also a strong play here. Whilst the base damage is even, it's a 4 resource turn, so Sabine comes out and starts to put more damage into base.
Yep. And then the Metal Ceremony to add even more to that.
So I was hoping that the medal ceremony here would give Sabine enough health to live a little bit longer. My intention, I don't have the initiative, so you're going to be going first, but my intention is to ECL this steadfast battalion with Sabine out and do some big damage with overwhelm.
Yeah, I have other ideas. I want to see Sabine off the table as soon as possible, and with Fleet Lieutenant and Kanan, I can do that, and also perhaps heal a bit from my base, and that's what I used to do. The problem is that this is the only thing that I can do in this turn because I have 2 resources left and no 2 resource card in hand.
And the
So,
Kanan heal gets rid of Rebel Assault there.
Yep, that can be strong, but as we can see in your hand, you have a lot of options.
A lot of options, and I'm trying to decide what to do here in terms of order, and I decide the play is to bring the Steadfast out first before attacking with my units. This goes into the Battlefield Marine, which is ready, so I prevent that damage to base, and the Overwhelm goes onto your base, so
Yep.
I'm fairly happy with that.
4 overwhelm damage, and then after I take the initiative, I get 8 more damage.
And I'm feeling quite comfortable here with a cause I believe in hand. And then as we go into the next turn, I draw a Heroic Sacrifice, which with K2SO is a really cool combo and gives me lethal damage here.
Yeah, even without it, I have 6 damage left on my base. Sure, I could heal something with Kanan, but yeah,
So
it's pretty rough.
Yeah, and you choose to take out a unit. I think you throw the Fleet Lieutenant into the Steadfast to take him off the table. But as I say, this heroic sacrifice with K2 is enough for lethal damage. In fact, K2O would have done an additional 3 damage. I also had cores in hand, so even with a 30 health base,
Yeah, and if I would have gone the other route that to attack with Kanan, I could have gained 2 life possibly, but it's still you've got more than lethal on
mm.
the board. So
So a valiant effort from Hera out of the wildcard game, but it just doesn't seem to be enough going into a fairly meta Sabine who's super aggro, super quick, and can just do all of this damage so early.
yeah, she was one of our seeded leaders. We both knew she would be strong into the wildcard decks, but strangely things have happened, but not today. So Sabine advances into the top 8.
And we'll see you next time on the 7th aspect.